January hockey is so boring.
Hey everyone, it is Ben back again, and the Habs win! What are you still doing here? You were supposed to be gone!
Yes! Yes! Yeah!
Because if not, they're gonna get blown away.
The cannon. It just kept firing.
I am excited.
Hello everybody, it's Ben back again, and the Habs lose 3-1 to the St. Louis Blues, and I'm so glad January hockey's over and we're getting near the trade deadline, so things can kind of spice up a little bit. I know it's not really going to necessarily be good for the Habs this year, but who knows, maybe we'll make some interesting sells. Starting right off, I missed the first period and like 15 minutes of the second last night because, well, see, the way my schedule is this semester, Monday night, 7 to 9:45 class. Tuesday night, 7 to 9:45 class that I got out of a little early last night, so I was able to watch some of the game. Wednesday night, no classes, but it's the main night of production for our school paper, and I'm the editor-in-chief, so probably not going to watch any games those nights either. Thursday night, 7 to 9:45 class. So I don't really know how the semester's going to work with videos and games and whatnot, but I'm going to do my best to keep it going. Let's get right into what I did see at the St. Louis game. Like I said, I came with about 5 minutes left in the second period. And from what I saw there, the Habs were lucky to still be only down 1-0 with the way they were playing. I came in as the Habs got a penalty. Penalty kept looking real bad, and it looked like it was mostly carry. And then second period sort of ended not long after with the Habs still down 1-0. And I'm like, oh boy, all right, let's see how this third goes. Early in the third, both teams really kind of slow to get things going in the first 2 minutes or so, but then Lehkonen saves a really open chance that's right next to the Habs net, and somebody's ready to bat it in. Price doesn't see it, saves it, but then on that play, the Habs get a too many men on the ice penalty, because at one point there were 7 guys and then 6, and the Habs touched it a few more times before somebody realized, oh shit, one of us has got to get off. So the Habs take too many men on the ice penalty, and not long after, a couple chances shorthanded with Byron and Pacioretty, nothing really of consequence. And then it comes right back down to the Habs, and Thompson puts it off Price's pad, goes out to Berglund on the rebound, who pots it home to put the Blues up 2-0 on the power play. And I'm like, yep, that's this. Yep, okay, cool. Not much goes on after that. There's a bit of a chance. Galley has a nice chance going the other way, almost bats it in off a cross-crease pass. Misses it and kind of gets a little too involved with Carter Hutton, which causes a bit of a scrum in front of the Blues net, makes him a little angry. But then as this period continued, you could kind of tell it is a lot like that Boston game about a couple weeks ago. The Habs just couldn't match the talent of this Blues team. They just couldn't match it, and you could see it in their play. And as the period kind of continued, you also saw some of these players that sort of resigned frustration is sort of starting to set in. Like, I saw Drouin's face a couple times and it looked like somebody had just gotten shot in front of him the way he looked. And Habs don't really get much of anything going as the period continues. And then about 2.5 minutes left, the first big thing to happen in the period really was Byron getting cross-checked into the boards in a really weird angle. Colton Parayko gets the 5-minute major for boarding. And the sad thing was, absolutely no one on the ice really at all made any kind of stand for Byron, this is one of those kind of times where I think somebody should have. You'll see that a lot with clean hits and a fight starts, but then nothing after this, and I'm like, oh my, the attitude in the dressing room really is not great right now. As that power play starts, Habs win the draw and get it back to Petrie, and then Price comes off as the Habs maintain possession. Then Petrie tries to put it up to Patch and puts it in Patch's feet. St. Louis guy ends up getting it right back and sending it right into the Habs empty net about 10 seconds after they got their 5-minute major power play. So a great way to screw that up, boys. And with about 1:07 left, an important play, considering the Habs, if the Habs hadn't let that empty net in, it would have been a 1-goal game at this point. 1:07 left, Houdon puts it in to cut the Blues lead to 3-1. Just a ridiculous goalie interference challenge afterwards. Probably was more so made to try to keep Hutton's shutout bid and to maybe take the sails out of the Habs a bit. But the thing was, it was just a little bit of a brush by Galley, like probably 4 or 5 seconds before the goal actually goes in, that they were maybe challenging it on. But with the way the NHL is going these days, I honestly didn't know if that was going to get called back. I thought it might have been. The NHL of a couple of years, 2 or 3 years back, I would have thought, yeah, no, that's not going to get called back. But now, I have no idea. I am completely unsure at every call. And that would be the final score of the game, 3-1. the Blues would win it. And yeah, I'm not shocked. I mean, they're a clearly better team, and I was kind of expecting this going in, but just the sheer frustration and resignation that it seemed like the players were showing was just sad, and I didn't love it. I'm glad that the trade deadline is coming soon, because I need something to kind of just wake me up and maybe give me some hope, but then again, it's Bergevin in charge of trading, so you never really know, might not. Again, going back to how busy I am this semester, I'm hoping I'll be able to at least keep the quality of the videos maintained a bit, because I actually gotten really happy with how what they turned into over my break. I'm not sure how I'll be able to keep that, but I'll do my best. Now we have Carolina up tomorrow, and hopefully the Habs will have a little bit of motivation to get some revenge for the last game they played against them, a game they easily should have won. But who knows? Hope for the best, and we'll see you next time.